come to making domains for every character part 2, where we say, fine, I'll just do it myself and take every character from JJK without a domain and give them domains. Please forgive me for the wait, whatever reasonable excuse you can think of. It's that. Thanks. And again, one of my beautiful friends will be making the art, and another one will be taking over half of the explanations. Today's subjects are Choso, Inumaki, Mei, and Mechamaru. So please enjoy. So for his domain expansion, his blood manipulation will be greatly improved, now being able to control giant structures that would cascade across the sky and descend upon the opponent, bolstered by the environmental enhancement of raining blood. You can't say that shit wouldn't be fire, bro. You can lie to yourself, you can't lie to me. But to really create a unique domain that reflects his personality, I thought to give him the ability to create clones with blood. Specifically, Choso will only be able to create one of each of his brothers, each taking a little time as they themselves would incubate within a room before bursting out. Besides just raw jumping potential, this would be really cool to see the other 6 Death Rune paintings, which we never saw, another thing that we didn't see from Gege. Hell, man, maybe there's a baddie hiding away in there, I don't know. Actually, right now, they're all brothers. But let's be honest, that wouldn't stop Gege. I don't want to stop me either. I'm kidding, obviously. And there will be and this will all complement the visual element of the floor resembling giant umbilical cords, because, you know, birth and stuff. As for a short hit, I think some type of blood poison would work just fine, and with all of that, I think a fitting name would be Death's Birthplace, as a reference to the Death Rune paintings which he can birth / create, and the death of the opponent which will begin here or birthed here. It's not the most flawless double entendre, but I think it sounds tough, so we're just gonna roll with that one.
Right, next up we got the poorest excuse for a sorcerer, Mechamaru, bro. Mechamaru is a more of a reserved, angry little soul. The poor guy was born with every Minecraft status effect and debuff possible, for just like a smidge more curse energy. Not even special grade, by the way. Like, you could just about debate that, bro. But I mean, to be fair, I'd be salty too if my arm fell off and I just sit in a room, just beating, not even busting up. You can't even bust him. He's goonless. But that's besides the point. Mechamaru is a more talented sorcerer than the rest of the other bums in, you know, Kyoto, with the ability to control cursed corpses. And now, technically, if he had, you know, a working body, he could be moving nuts, bro. He'd be moving like Iron Man and Iron Man 3, bro. Every suit just racked up, just jumping people. That's a real special grade. But no. Moving on to the domain, God's Laboratory. And this domain is surrounded by skyscrapers and a futuristic sea. And the main ability of this is that Mechamaru has access to every single cursed corpse he's ever made, and the short hit of this is that every time he hits an opponent, a piece of metal clasts onto his opponent and slowly turns them into a cursed puppet. I think this domain is pretty good for, you know, large scale team battles where he can just turn multiple opponents into cursed corpses and, by extension, use their abilities.
Inumaki Toge, a character with a very cool ability. Too bad Gege realized how broken it was and made a car door take him out the story. But I haven't forgot. His curse speech has infinite applications, but with the debilitating weakness of Inumaki straining his throat. So I was thinking, let's increase the effectiveness of curse speech to where he won't even need to speak twice, because the environmental effect of his domain is that it echoes his curse speech, leading to a single command hitting multiple times. But we can take this echo effect even further in that his short hit hits the opponent with constant ringing, disorientating them and making it hard for them to think, which some of you may relate to, and causing the opponent to see multiple Inumakis. Another idea I had was that Inumaki would be able to have more complex commands, like literally mind control, Cold Gear style, but I'm on the fence of that. It might be a little bit too broken. And as for the design, it has snakes, obviously relating to the snakes and fangs of the Inumaki clan, and kind of like a, you know, echo chamber type thing. So of course the name would have to be Realm of Whispers, Chamber of Secrets. You like that one, yeah? Obviously it's the reference, but it's got a little twang to it. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, let's talk about Sean Diddy Mei, the independent grade 1 sorcerer who's all about her bag and nothing else. Maybe besides diddling kids in her spare time and doing whatever fuck-ass hairstyle she calls that. Cause that braid ain't it, bro. I believe her abilities as a sorcerer is actually pretty decent. Well, she's literally peak physical sorcerer that she can, ever be. Unfortunately, she's given the worst ability of all time. She can control birds. Yeah, that's about it, mate. She can throw a bird at you, and she can see through the bird, so I guess she can spy on you. So if you're gooning, hopefully Mimi's not about, because she might, blackmail you. It might be long. I don't know, bro. We can move on to the domain. Her domain's name? Labyrinth of the Lost. Her domain is essentially a big ass castle in the dead of night surrounded by a bunch of birds the size of cars. And how it functions is basically hide and seek. Obviously everyone that's trapped in there has a certain time limit that they can be in there until the domain ends. And you just keep running and running. But if Mimi catches you, hits you at least maybe once, she'll be able to see where you are for the whole entire domain.
Sorry, editor's note, actually supposed to be she's able to track them anywhere in the world even after the domain is ended. No misinterpretation. Sorry.
And you get hit twice. Oh yeah, it's a very long day. Keep in mind, if you go outside the castle, the birds will jump you. Yeah, long days. Simple, but, fun and in line with, kind of Mimi.
Well, that's 4 sexy domains for your head top, and thanks to everybody involved. It took maybe a little too long. But life was just lifing. So trust, the next part will be out way sooner. So tell me what you think about these domains, or what domains would you like to see in the future, and let that outro play, man.
Cause I see next slide. Oh shit, why? Just wanna know shit, bye.